Hello everyone, this is Mishkat, your educator, your communicator, helping you achieve your success in the workplace. Today we are talking about a topic that women still experience in the workplace. Any idea? You probably know what it is. Sexual harassment in the workplace. Many women feel hesitant or they don't know what to do when they are faced with sexual harassment. We mainstream protections and laws and policies a lot. However, we did not train women to deal with this issue properly. How to defend themselves against sexual harassment. You see, young women, young professionals are still experiencing that issue. They talk about it on social media, they discuss it among themselves, and usually they are stunned. Even though the option to go to human resources is available to them to file a complaint, still, many of them hesitate. If a woman is at the beginning of her career, she usually hesitates to start her career with a complaint, whatever that complaint is. There's always that fear from filing a complaint against someone who probably worked more than they did in the company. There are also different settings and different workplaces. You have constructions, you have real estate, you have small company, you have large company, and so on and so forth. And each place is different. So, what to do when faced with these issues? Join me to see this scenario. All right, Alice, I enjoyed meeting with you today. Do you have any questions for me? Oh, no, Mr. Jeffrey, I don't have any questions. I took everything I need and here are my notes. Okay, not that this time. I'm going just to grab a tissue from here. All right. And are you sure you don't have any questions? Really? Okay then. Oh, I need another tissue. Oh, again. All right, so I am going to schedule another meeting with you tomorrow to guide you more in this company. See you tomorrow. So, I have a couple of tips for you, and again, they are all out of the box, which is something I like to do. So, here is tip number 1. Use your voice. Your voice is the most important tool that you have. So, if someone is trying to touch you, and of course you don't want them to touch you, simply stare at them in the eye, which is really very important, and say, please don't touch me. Or you are touching me. Can you take your hand off of me? You see, state the fact as they are and use your voice to communicate that. The issue that women face is they are taken by surprise and they don't know what to say, so they keep quiet. Keeping quiet in these situations, honestly, it's dangerous. It will be taken as a sign of weakness, so the aggressor will try again. Tip number 2, use your hands. If someone puts their hand on you and you don't want it, take your hand and take off their hand. And again, use your voice. Please don't touch me again. You can also ask them to give you space, which is really very important. Can you please give me a space? I want to walk through and you are blocking me, or there isn't enough space for me to walk. Tip number 3, check out the policy for sexual harassment in your company. It will be more powerful if you ask about this policy in a public meeting where the aggressor is there. So raise your hand and use a neutral voice and simply ask, can I know a little bit about the sexual harassment policy of our company? You see, you are signaling to the aggressor that you are on them. You are looking for some sort of a policy or tool to nail them. So use that to your advantage. Now keep in mind, saying it once or doing it once, for example, tell them, please give me some space or take your hand off me, it doesn't mean that they will not try again. So, tip number 4 is to remind them. You have to remind them once, twice, 3 times until it sinks in. Basically, it is how to remind them. You see, if you are always taking a grim look and tell them, don't put your hands off me. Not that it is wrong. Not there is something wrong with that. But they might take it against you and say she is aggressive, she doesn't know how to communicate, she's verbally attacking me. You never know how they can manipulate the fact. So what I recommend here is to be funny about it. You know, if you want them to give you some space and they don't, hello, it's me again, give me some place please, you know I'm the space lady. Things to that effect. You don't have to be rigid about it. You have to know how to engage in the game, so to speak. They are taking advantage of you. They are trying to attack you. One way to cool things down is to introduce humor a little bit to it. Not that it is something funny or something joyful, but the way you communicate, the way you use your tone will set the stage. Now, last but not least, it can be very helpful if you set the rules right from the beginning. Usually each new employee gets tested in a way or another, and every company has someone who wants to give it a try. So when someone approaches you and you kind of say, oh no, they don't mean it, oh probably this, probably that, this is not a good strategy, especially at the beginning. If you are not sure about their intention, simply ask, hey, the other day I was trying to get to the storage area and you put your hand like this, were you trying to block me? I'd like to be given some space please. You see, always communicate, and again, use your voice. Last but not least, document. I know document sounds like, oh my God, now I'm taking notes, now I have to write this. It's really very simple. All you have to do is to have like a sticky note, some notebook if you prefer, and simply say, on such and such date, around such and such time, X person did this and I did that. You see, documentation is very important. You may change your mind and you decide to report it to human resources, to your union, to file a lawsuit. It's your right. But if you approach the situation from the point of view, oh, I have to remember what happened, what did I do, what did he say, what time, things will, not be as clear as they should be. But if you document, then things are ready for you should you want to file a complaint. It will be helpful if you let the aggressor know that you are documenting. And again, you don't need to threaten them with it, but you need to make them aware of it. And I highly recommend using a neutral tone, not conveying anything. Hey, the other day when I wanted to get to the storage area and you didn't let me, that was Wednesday, the 17th of October. Yeah, I keep a diary. You see, I'm not using a threatening tone, but I'm let them know that I am documenting. Now, let's see what Alice could have done different. Actually, Mr. Jeffrey, I do have a question. Can you please give me my space? Yes, like that. A little bit further. We stay a little bit further from each other. Perfect. And the box that you always reach for, I am going to put it next to you, so as you don't struggle to get to it. All right? And is there anything you need for our next meeting? A tissue box, a pen, a paper? I'll make it ready for you and I'll put it in your area, so as you stay comfortable. Thank you, Mr. Jeffrey. I hope you find these tips helpful. Please pass them on to someone who's experiencing these issues in their workplace. Hit the like button because I know that you like my content and I will be producing more of it. Subscribe to my channel to receive more content and more out-of-the-box solutions to the workplace issues. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so as you receive notification when I'm uploading. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video.